Kabam removes Tier 2 alphas from the season rewards, Silver Surfer goes ridiculously low, and Kabam also blows it when it comes to the yearly arenas. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the 20th of December edition of Marvel Contest of Champions News. It's Friday, it's a festive Friday, so let's all rejoice and think of glad tidings until we find out that a few things are going to be changed about the game. Also, just before we get into the news, please consider going over to my second channel. This is where I do my MCOC live streaming. Hit the subscribe button, link in the description down below. And speaking of link in the description down below, massive shout out to this video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a turn-based RPG with over 10 million downloads in just 6 months. The game incorporates champion collections, strategy and console level graphics impressively, and you can download this game for free by using the link in the description down below. Yeah, massive thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Link is in the description down below. And obviously it really helps this channel out to have things like sponsorships and stuff like this. But anyway, let's kick off Marvel Contest of Champions news with this here. 34.9 mil. Man, Silver Surfer went ridiculously low in round 2. And what does this attribute to? I don't know. Round 1, people were putting up stuff like 100 mil or more. And I guess that people were a lot more interested in the champion in round 1 than they are in round 2. It is very, very weird. But the fact is, maybe it didn't really kind of tick a lot of boxes for people. Maybe it's a case that people had cosmic gems, and that's the reason why they decided, like, well, I'm not going to grind out for a round 2 because I've already got a cosmic gem. Those are many things. If you do know why you didn't do it in round 2, put it in the comment section down below. Next up, and a yo, it's Dorky Diggity Dave, and what he is doing at the moment is he's doing a talk with Gabe, especially about The Worlds Collide, which is all about Marvel Contest of Champions, and as well MCOC, and the kind of combinations of the universe, the story behind it, talking about Galactus, the Watcher, and so many things. This is obviously with Gabe, and I do recommend giving this a watch if you have any interest in like the story side of things, and also how this kind of interlinks with maybe future champions we're more than likely to see in the future. Then yeah, go give it a watch. Link is in the description down below. I had a bit of an enjoyment, watching and listening to it. So if you want to just put it on the background as you're playing MCOC, I would recommend that. In other community news, and if you want to find out a bit more about the Marvel Contest of Champions YouTuber, Captain Bayeee, then check out the link in the description down below. If you're not familiar with a lot of his New York Comic Con vlogs, then do check them out because they are the best in the game. I would have done one this year myself if my phone wasn't stolen. Also, he's a pretty good dude because he says, Professor X to the game. It's got to be done this year, people. We have got to see this happen. Also, in game down news, it looks like there's a problem in Turkey for accessing the game. Now, I don't know. I haven't seen any kind of like updates to this to let anybody know that this is working fine. But it's something to do with Google services, and it has some work towards the game. So let's just say like Google may be down in Turkey, and that may be the reason. Like the Google Play Store doesn't work, or maybe access to games doesn't work correctly. Either way, there's problems at the moment. If I hear more, I hope you lovely Turkey brothers and sisters are able to play over the weekend. And now I want to talk about missed opportunities. And this is something that's all about the new arena. So those specific 2014, which will then have 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, etc. Those type of arenas. Now, there's been a little bit of negativity towards this. And I think it is due to the fact of the RNG factor. Currently in game, we have the crystal in its place as being the 5-star 2014 crystal, but it is RNG based. The positive side of things, it's rank 2 to 400. So 400 people are going to be guaranteed a 5-star, which I guess in some ways is a positive. And when Kabam ran something very recently, they did something like a Selector. And that's the thing that a lot of people have been talking to me that they like the idea of. That or a Nexus crystal. It does seem to be like a slight improvement on what was produced last year, which was, it kind of looked a little bit like this. But let's face it, a Nexus crystal or a Selector would have been a better option for this. I'm personally doing it, and I'll explain why I desperately need 6-star shards, and I'm thinking this is a good opportunity as ever to put in a bit of work. If I get a 5-star, one of the lucky 400, then what I'll probably do is then I'll open it, I'll find I get 275 6-star shards added on to the amount that I get with that crystal. So that's 675 6-star shards, which I actually really need quite desperately in order to do an opening. So that's one of the reasons that I'm choosing to do it, and also trying to put in about 15 mil, for example. What are your thoughts on this particular arena? Are you happy about it? Kind of like feel it missed the mark? put it down in the comment section down below. Now the news, and there's been an update to the champion changes situation. Now a lot of you will probably be saying, Rich, where was this? Was there any more change coming in, or this Human Torch one, or this Annihilus one? And the answer is, I don't know. But Kabam Mike has basically said that due to an issue that needs to be addressed in our balance changes process, we'll be delaying all balance changes until February, and we'll be delaying the release of information until January. You've all been very patient, but we do not want to share any information with you until it's complete and addresses all areas of concern for both summoners and our team. Thank you all for your understanding. There's a good and bad side to this post. The good news is that time and consideration is there to whatever champion changes have to be done with the greatest of care. But the fact is, the longer time goes on, the more expectations there are. So you could reach about January and even February time and go, oh God, you spent a lot of time on that and I'm not happy with how you are going to change that champion. So we'll wait and see what happens with the announcement in January. Not long to wait. Now I bring you in game, and obviously I want you to take a good look at what is here. So as you can see with Master, they've got plenty of tier 2 alpha there, and obviously some extra fragments to boot as well. Not to mention some other bits and also bobs that are going to be quite helpful. Obviously, take a note of it, keep note of it. And here we are, the season rewards. Now, I think because a lot of these alliances do things like map 7 and maybe some map 6, but I think predominantly map 7 in Alliance Quest, that the extent of tier 2 alpha that they get may be enough to circumvent this. I don't know. Maybe there's the fact that they use their glory a lot more in the store. I doubt it, because it effectively map 7 will be quite expensive to run, even from like having revives and health potions and things like that. But like, I don't know how people feel about this. I know that down the line it does benefit those in lower kind of platinums, so that's good. But obviously, how do people in Master Bracket, I don't know if we've got any about, that could let us know how they're feeling about this switch. And obviously for those that get the top rewards, I think that must be a higher percentage of tier 5 class Catalyst Crystal that they're offering, maybe 50% or like 10%, more than likely 10% or something similar to the Act 6 one. But shout out to Contest of Noobs, that gives a bit more kind of information on the way people maybe think about the Master. And Kabam Mike obviously rationalising this, so there may be some out there from the Master Bracket that are actually quite frustrated about the extent of tier 2 alpha to tier 5 basic rank up economy. But Kabam Mike basically says that, as we said, the reward identity of Alliance Wars seasons is meant to be high tier catalysts and shards. You can find tier 2 alpha in many other places, such as Alliance Quest. If we were to leave tier 2 alpha in there, we would have had to remove some of the rarer items, which is what we'd like to focus on in season rewards. So Kabam Mike basically saying different things in different areas. Go grind out, stop crying. Oh, why won't you think of the tier 2 alpha and leave Colossus alone? Next, and into speculation news. So if you remember last year on the 25th of December, Christmas Day, we received a 5-star Awakening gem. Obviously, I can't remember if it was progression based, and different types of titleage got different types of things. But the fact is, what is the likelihood of us getting something good this year? Now, if you look on the calendar at the moment, it says the 25th of December is indeed Annihilus. You get that from the crystal. Also, there's the great gifting crystals that you get on Christmas Day, and that's it. But last year there was a mystery, a question mark. So is it one of these things where we're going to go to Christmas Day and nothing is going to be in there? Is there going to be something there? A lot of people are looking to have things like Nexus crystals, and that is kind of cool. Obviously, we've had in the past things like rank down tickets, but I think, and something that I discussed with Frontline MCOC, I think he said this, I'm not 100% sure, that Nexus crystals are going to start turning into the next rank down tickets. And I'm like, yeah, and I think that's kind of a good title for a video and a good video idea, but it does seem that players are really talking about the idea of Nexus crystals as well as other stuff that really kind of fits what they want in game. So yeah, we're quite excited to think what we're going to see on Christmas Day. And obviously it's a Friday, so I want to leave you on this laugh. So NW82 sent this through to me, said I got some interesting titles. Basically like having this screenshot, I think it's from my greater gifting crystal opening, saying, the event starts around by then. Titty Wolfman, come on right. Now that is a lovely little screenshot. I always love when the subtitles come up with the most ridiculous things. So I appreciate everybody that supports the content. Also check out some other content here and here. And also I'll be live streaming tonight from 2100 hours GMT. And I'll be doing some 2014 Arena, trying to get those 6-star shards because I really desperately need them at the moment. And as well units for the greater gifting crystals. Hopefully doing a big opening on Christmas Eve. And then hopefully dropping my 4 6-star champion opening. Maybe with M again, because obviously she's incredibly lucky. And she will be opening up crystals at the UK meetup and at New York Comic Con next year. Fingers crossed if we get there. Need some more sponsorship deals like Raid Shadow Legends to obviously help towards that. And obviously, yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.